Hi, I'm Zack. As you know, I used to do this thing called Laserdisc Memories. It's not being done anymore because I'm doing movies now. But I wanted to just give it a little bit of an extra for you, those that have been here from the beginning. So, I'm going to show you my Laserdisc collection. It's a lot smaller now, let's just put it that way. I kind of wanted my collection to be more on films that I would enjoy watching on Laserdisc instead of just movies that are on Laserdisc, because I mean, I have hundreds of movies on Laserdisc stored away. But anyway, let's start with the collection, starting with my huge box sets. Pinocchio. Pinocchio this is the CAV box set. It has a lithograph and a neat book and a soundtrack CD plus the movie and a making of disc hosted by, I believe, Robbie Benson. Next one, oh my god, Fantasia, the big blue box. This is the one that was, oversized for God knows why. I mean, it has the lithograph, a neat booklet, the back side of the CLV thing, and of course the discs themselves, all in CAV. CAV, of course, is the 30 minutes per side thing, so you flip the disc every half hour. It was nuts, but it's cool. It's a cool edition, and it's the only edition that has on video in the sort of digital format that has the original Deems Taylor commentary. So this is one to keep. Oh my god. The Rocky Horror Picture Show 20th anniversary. This came out in 1995. This is one that I special ordered because it was the very first one in letterbox. Has a cool little thing. Has an audience participation track. Cool. Hey, that's where it went to. A cool documentary, which is on the DVD, I believe, I think the 25th anniversary DVD, but not on the Blu-ray. And it also came with this cool Creatures of the Night book by Sal Piro. Has all the pictures of the cast up until 1995, and it has a gold CD of the soundtrack, which is pretty cool. Very cool edition. And this is why Laserdisc was so cool, because of these things. Then, excuse me, I'm going to strain again. Fucker. Oh, the Godfather trilogy, 1901 to 1980. All three movies. And the cool thing about this is that it is in chronological order. So we start with Robert De Niro to Marlon Brando to Al Pacino and Sofia Coppola, all in chronological order. And it has the deleted scenes that are in the Blu-ray and the DVD inserted into the movie, which is really cool. And I think it's a cool way of watching the movie. I mean, this thing is 9-10 hours long. I mean, we've got 6 discs here, so I mean, it's nuts. It has the documentary, The Godfather Family, which is on the DVD and the Blu-ray, and it's cool. It's an extra disc, but it's a cool thing. So I'm not getting rid of that. Now I have this disc right here. This is a disc of Blank Check. What this is a dust repellent. Basically, what you do with your Laserdisc when it's not working, when you're not watching it, you put a disc in, which is kind of like a burner, and you turn it off. What that does is because it protects the laser inside, and because you do have these vents in the back, and the laser inside is pretty much exposed. So you put your burner disc in there, and you just let that collect the dust when the Laserdisc is not when it's not on. So little upkeeping tip that I learned, and it works fine. This one I haven't seen yet. It's a Charles Bronson set. It has Cato's Land, Breakheart Pass, and The White Buffalo. I've never seen any of these films before, but I got this one for free, so I said, what the hell. The Tarzan collection. Now, this isn't the first three Tarzan films from the 30s and 40s. This is the last four. It has Tarzan Escapes, Tarzan Finds a Son, Tarzan's Secret Treasure, and Tarzan's New York Adventure. Yeah, Tarzan goes to New York. Here's another one. This is another one that I haven't seen yet, but it was in a grab bag, pretty much. Never So Few, starring Frank Sinatra, Gina Lollobrigida, Peter Lawford, Steve McQueen, and Charles Bronson, right? Yeah, Charles Bronson, Dean Jones. What can I say? With that cast, it's got to be good, right? This one I have seen. This is a horrible film. If they want to toss it in the trash. Reader's Digest presents a musical adaptation of Mark Twain's Tom Sawyer with Jodie Foster, Warren Oates. The songs are by the Sherman Brothers, you know, the guys that did the songs for Mary Poppins. Music conducted and arranged by John Williams of Star Wars and Close Encounters and Indiana Jones. I mean, the guy who plays Tom Sawyer, I think it's this guy right here, can't sing worth crap. This thing got nominated for a few Oscars too. I mean, I don't know. It's a horrible film. Here's one. John Milius's Winning the Lion. Another one I haven't seen has Sean Connery. I have a lot of Sean Connery films on Laserdisc, as you will see. Candice Bergen, John Huston are in the cast. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. Haven't seen it. I heard it's a good film, so I can't wait to see it. This is a classic. I've seen this a few times. The original Adventures of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn and Olivia de Havilland, directed by Michael Curtiz, who did Casablanca. Great film, good adventure, great swashbuckling. I mean, this is the swashbuckling film that you got to see. Here's another one that only came out on DVD a few years ago. John Lennon's Imagine, or Imagine John Lennon, the documentary on John Lennon. Beautiful film. Pick it up. This is one that's actually coming out on Criterion and Blu-ray in a couple months. And again, something I haven't seen before. The French Lieutenant's Woman with Meryl Streep, Jeremy Irons. Haven't seen it, and I haven't even spun it yet. I have a feeling that this could be rotted out. This one I haven't seen on disc, on this particular disc, but I bought it because I love the cover art. I've seen this movie 1,000 times, so Dr. No. But I mean, look at this cover art. This is the epitome of James Bond right here. And this is going to be framed. I'm not even going to spin this disc. It's the very first video edition of Dr. No. It's from 20th Century Fox Video, not CBS Fox, not MGM-UA, 20th Century Fox Video, before CBS and Fox Video merged. So, but I mean, this cover art is just beautiful. I'm going to frame this one. I mean, this is beautiful. I don't even know why I have this one in my collection. Tokyo Pop. Never seen it. I don't know why. I'll probably see one of these days. As well as this one right here, Princes in Exile. This one hasn't even been opened yet. And this was bought at King Crane's for, if you can, for $2.99. Here's one I haven't seen, but I hear it's pretty good for its time. It stars Paul Newman, Eva Marie Saint, directed by Otto Preminger. Exodus. It's widescreen, shot in Super 65, so it needs to be in widescreen for this film. It's a little, it's 3.5 hours long, so this is a good afternoon's watch right here if I want to go for it, but we'll see. Here's one I have seen. I don't know if it's any good because it's part of the Old Family's collection, but it's a fun film. Robin and the Seven Hoods, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Bing Crosby, also with Peter Falk and Barbara Rush. Classic film, really good film. Has the song My Kind of Town. This is the debut of that song by Frank Sinatra, so this is a good film. Again, a Robin Hood thing. I have a couple versions of Robin Hood as well. Now this is one that's really great, and will still be in my collection until it comes out on Blu-ray. The Abyss Special Edition. This is the extended one, the 3-hour long one. Yeah, it's about 3 hours long. It's the first time that it came out in the 3-hour long version. My preferred version, actually. Basically everything that was ported over to the DVD was in this one, so that's cool. But it's the same transfer, so I'm $5 versus $20. I'll pay $5 for this. One more box set, and then we're into the regular discs. The Golden Age of Looney Tunes Volume 1. This was a disc set that I wanted since I was a teenager. It's pretty run down. It's been used a lot of times, but it's 70 cartoons from Warner Brothers. Some of them are still not available on DVD or Blu-ray. It's a great collection, a lot of fun to watch, and it's a good, just pop in a disc for a couple hours and just watch cartoons. Fun. This is one. Now, there's some discs that I would say watch on Laserdisc, even though there's a widescreen version out. I said that with The Godfather. I'm also going to save this with a couple of these discs here. First one is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is the first release of this one. This is good. It's analog sound, but it's full frame and it's fun, and I like this version the best. Next one is Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck Cartoons Collection 2. And these are a couple of episodes from Walt Disney Presents or The Wonderful World of Disney. These are basically vacation cartoons, and also Donald Duck trying to tame his nephews. It's a fun thing. I mean, if you want to watch, this is the only way to watch Disney cartoons now, is vintage Disney cartoons. It's on this Laserdisc thing, so, which is a shame, because I mean they should be out because they're great cartoons. Another one, Walt Disney Christmas. This is just an hour long. It's just Christmas Disney cartoons. A fun disc to watch during the holidays, honestly. I like it a lot. Another one, full frame, another first edition, and another Robin Hood. I tried watching the remastered version of Robin Hood. I noticed that I was missing some of the frame, which is something that happens with full frame movies. I mean, they're shot in square vision and then matted to look like a rectangle on some things. So this isn't one of those that was matted for theatrical presentation, and I like the full frame version myself. Little Mermaid, first edition, unedited, so you still have the penis castle right here. What can I say? And it also has the priest getting an erection, so fun stuff. Jungle Book. No, they're not all animated cartoons. I got a lot of other stuff here. Here's the good stuff right here. The Criterion version of King Kong. Now I had this on DVD with the commentary, but this has commentary by Ronald Haver, and it was one of the first Criterion Laserdiscs. This is a repackage, though, and I'll show you what Criterion used to look like. But this is fine. I keep this around just because of the commentary, basically. We're going to get into Criterions now. 39 Steps. Not my favorite Alfred Hitchcock film, but it's the third in the Criterion Collection on Laserdisc. Had to get it because of that. Didn't pay too much for it. Not a lot of special features, but what do you expect? Now this is what Criterion Laserdisc used to look like. This is another Hitchcock film, actually a favorite of mine before he went to Hollywood. The Lady Vanishes. As you can tell, it's a little different than the current Criterion collections. The Criterion logo is on the side instead of on the top. It has this red thing right here. It has a warranty, which not a lot of lasers had because of rot. But it's a cool little keepsake from the old times. This is an out-of-print one now on all Criterions. And unfortunately, I don't have this with any type of special features. But The Third Man, Carol Reed's The Third Man with Orson Welles and Joseph Cotten. Great film. Great film. We've got more Hitchcock. This is the CLV version of Rebecca with Laurence Olivier and Joan Fontaine. Another one of Hitchcock's finest. Commentary by Leonard J. Leff. I don't think this was ported over to the DVD. Cool little gatefold right here. There's another Hitchcock, this time with Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman and Claude Rains. This is Notorious. This is the CAV version. It has a commentary by Rudy Belmer from, he's done a lot of Warner Brothers commentaries now. Nice gatefold, a little bit of water damage here, but that's what you get sometimes when you buy online. This is Yojimbo, Akira Kurosawa's Yojimbo. Was what Sergio Leone ripped off from Fistful of Dollars. Great samurai film. And here's one of my favorite films of all time. I wish that this came out on Blu-ray because I would pick it up on instant. The Devil and Daniel Webster. Has a commentary by Bruce Eder and Stephen Smith. It's the uncut version. It's been released on DVD, just not on Blu-ray. I want it on Blu-ray, but I'm sure they're trying to get a 4K restoration on this thing. Great film. Great film. And here we go. This is some rare stuff right here. This is stuff that if you look on eBay, they cost about, at the minimum, $100. But I got them for like $10 each at Amoeba in Hollywood, and I'm so glad that I did. Here's the first one, the Criterion CAV version of Dr. No. This has a commentary. I mean, all three of these have, yes, I have all three. These are commentaries that are not released ever, again, because MGM was, or Cubby Broccoli was not very happy with what was said on it. I don't know why. But you can find them on YouTube, and if you are interested, check them out. But it has a lot of great special features that are not available on the DVDs or the Blu-rays. So, $100 for this thing. $100! I got it for $10. Keep an eye out, okay? Here's the next one. From Russia with Love. Again, commentary, not available anywhere else. Cool thing. And still playable, too. And then, Goldfinger. Goldfinger. I got a Goldfinger. $10 each. I spent $30. Each one of these on eBay, you pay $100 at least for. Amazing. Alright, now back to regular stuff. This one is Carnal Knowledge. Great film by the late great Mike Nichols. Has Jack Nicholson, Candice Bergen, Art Garfunkel, and Reno Marino, Carol Kane, and Margaret, and Cynthia O'Neill. That's all the cast. A wonderful film talk about sex. Great film, and Jack Nicholson is just devious. I mean, it's his best role, I feel. Now this was one, I mean, I have this thing on Blu-ray, I have it on DVD. In fact, I'm giving the DVD to my friend next time I see her, because she's never seen it before. But this is one just for keepsake, because of the cool special features that it has. Citizen Kane, the anniversary edition. This is the 50th anniversary edition. What's cool about this is that in the special, I think this is a CAV, so it's 30 minutes per side. And the last disc has, it's weird, it has like 3 screens on it. And you can pick between the audio tracks to listen to whoever is talking. It's really ingenious, and it's rudimentary actually. But it's really ingenious how they used the format for what it is. No commentary, but amazing special features for its time. This is on DVD. This is on Blu-ray and DVD with the commentary ported over. So the only reason I still have it is because I already have it, and I don't need another copy of it. I'm not going to get it on Blu-ray or DVD. Midnight Cowboy. Excellent film. Excellent film. I don't need to see it in HD. It's a beautiful transfer, beautiful packaging, beautiful special features. Commentary by John Schlesinger and Jerome Hellman, which has been ported over. It's in CAV. It's got a photo gallery. It's got the script. It's a cool little package right here. And this one is another one that is out of print on DVD. I want it to be in print again because it's a great film. It's the last film by Michael Powell, who did Red Shoes and a few other British films. But this is Peeping Tom. Peeping Tom. This is a British Psycho. I mean, it's just an amazing, amazing film. Great film. It has stars Carl Boehm as basically Anthony Perkins' character. Instead of owning a motel, he's a filmmaker. I wonder why I like it so much. This is a creepy film, just a really creepy film. Check it out if you can. Peeping Tom. Here's one. It's also out of print on Criterion, but it's available on DVD and Blu-ray. But the commentary is not, so that's why I still have it. The Silence of the Lambs. Motherfucker, yes. Yes, it has a commentary with Jonathan Demme, Julia Foster, Anthony Hopkins, Ted Talley, and FBI agent John Douglas. This is amazing. This is an amazing thing. Another one that cost about $100, $150 to buy on eBay. I got it for like $6, I think. And here's another one. Another one that's not available anymore. RoboCop. This is it. This is the reason why Laserdisc was invented. Awesome. Awesome. And the final one with the Criterion. Just the Criterion, mind you. I still got lots of other Laserdiscs. One that I wanted when I was a kid, and I finally got it. Polyester. The awesome thing about this, I think that they included this on the DVD as well, but it also comes with the scratch and sniff for the Smellorama. Beautiful thing. Number 2. Still smells like a fart. So here we go with the regular films. These are the films that I watch just to watch on Laserdisc because it enhances the viewing enjoyment. So here's the first one. Walt Disney's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's the exclusive archive edition. First time it was available on widescreen. Kirk Douglas singing is just fantastic. Next up, 3 Days with the Condor. Brilliant film. Brilliant film. Good transfer. Just in stereo. Robert Redford, Faye Dunaway. Directed by Sidney Pollack. Perfect film. Here's another Japanese film that I fell in love with, and I'm so glad I have this on Laserdisc. Akira Kurosawa's Dreams. Brilliant film. Check it out if you can. It's a brilliant, beautiful film. Angus. Beautiful film. Wonderful film. I love this film. Great soundtrack too with Green Day and Weezer. I mean, it's Generation X. Perfect for Laserdisc. Perfect for Laserdisc. Another one perfect for Laserdisc. Beastmaster. I own Beastmaster. There's going to be a lot of ones that I'm going to say, I own this one. George Lucas once said, a special effect without a story is a pretty boring thing. Clash of the Titans. Sums it up right there. Beautiful special effects, no fucking story whatsoever. I haven't seen this yet. Clown House. Haven't seen it yet. Looks pretty fucking creepy, I'll tell you that much. Really fucking creepy. Haven't seen it. Well, soon. Conan the Barbarian. I'm gonna throw this in the trash. I watched it a couple of days ago. Fucking boring. Boring as hell. This one's not. This is a fun one. You know Jaws? This is Jaws. Exactly the same fucking movie. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Same fucking movie. Last Ken Russell film before he stopped making films. Crimes of Passion with Kathleen Turner, Anthony Perkins. It's the unrated version. This is made for Laserdisc. Better than Basic Instinct in my opinion. Days of Thunder. Oh yeah. Widescreen, beautiful gatefold edition. I mean it's Top Gun for race cars. What more can you say? I love this director. I love this director a lot. Janelle Caro's first film, Delicatessen. Brilliant. Just a brilliant film. Check it out if you can. If you like City from Lost Children or Amelie, you'll like Delicatessen. I like to collect first films on Laserdisc because it's basically it's the first real format. So Francis Ford Coppola's Dementia 13. Brilliant film. Fucking brilliant. I mean, it's produced by Roger Corman. And it's horror. Brilliant. Brilliant film. I love this film too. Dick Tracy. And it's the only way to see it because it's in full frame. In fact, it says on the thing, Dick Tracy is presented in the aspect ratio which the movie was originally filmed. It's in full frame. And the transfer is beautiful. Yeah, it's, the colors are a little oversaturated, mind you. But it's beautiful. Brilliant. Earthquake. Brilliant. Only way to see this film is on Laserdisc. With the sound turned up. With the subwoofer all the way up. Brilliant film. Brilliant film. Here's a twofer. And the only way to watch these movies are on Laserdisc because why not? Ed Wood Collection Volume 1 and Volume 2. Oh yeah. It has all the classics. It has Plan 9, Jailbait, Night of the Ghouls, which is the sequel to, sort of the sequel to Bride of the Monster, which, oh, by the way, Bride of the Monster's on Volume 2 with Glenn or Glinda. Here's another classic film, that should only be seen on Laserdisc. Enter the Dragon. This is widescreen, has the trailer. Bruce Lee in it at his finest. It's a great film. Great film. Now on Laserdisc Memories, I did do a review on this, and there's going to be a couple of these that I have on Laserdisc that I did do reviews on. So here's the first one. Yeah, I still have it. I can't get rid of it. I really can't. First Men on the Moon. Another Harryhausen film. This is where the special effects don't get in the way of the story. Special effects are quite good in this film for Ray Harryhausen. But a fun film. Very fun. I don't know why. I don't know why. Now the most racist movie ever made. It really is. It really is. It's a horrible racist movie. I don't know why it's so acclaimed. It's so racist. It's so white privileged. Oh, I need to take a shower every time I see it. Here's one I haven't seen. We'll see how it goes when I do see it. I may just throw it in the bin. I'm not sure. Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes, with Christopher Lambert and Andy McDowell, who's voiced by Glenn Close. We'll see. I don't know. If you want to see a really bad Evil Dead ripoff directed by the guy who directed The Exorcist, I've got a movie for you. The Guardian. This is horrible. It's exactly what I said it was. An Evil Dead 2 ripoff. It says right here, from the director of The Exorcist. It's worse than Mel Gibson's Hamlet. I own this. Here's another first film that is actually quite good, and hopefully it gets a DVD release pretty soon. It used to be called Sydney, but this version it's called Heart 8. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Great film. Great film. Gwyneth Paltrow, John C. Reilly, Philip Baker Hall, Sam Jackson, of course. Well, come on. I mean, it's an indie film from the 90s. Of course it's going to have Sam Jackson in it. This is a fun film. I mean, this is a film where, I mean, it's corny, it's stupid, it's totally 90s, but I love it so much. The Hard Way with James Woods and Michael J. Fox, widescreen. Directed by John Badham, the guy who did Saturday Night Fever, and so many great films from the 80s. This is funny for what it is. I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny, and it's exciting, but it's stupid, and it's action-packed, but it's stupid. But it's fun. It's one of my guilty pleasures, honestly. I mean, and it's the only way to see it is on Laserdisc, honestly. Here's one I haven't seen. Co-directed by John Wayne, wasn't credited though. Produced by John Wayne, starring John Wayne, with Catherine Ross. Hellfighters, about oil rig fighters, oil rig firefighters. Yeah. John Wayne. There's a movie. This one I haven't seen in a long time. I'm going to see it pretty soon. Honeysuckle Rose with Blake Nelson, Slim Pickens, directed by, executive produced by Sidney Pollack, not directed by. Okay, cool. Has Diane Cannon and Amy Irving in it. Basically about life on the road, and obviously Willie beds these two. Okay. And another country music film. Haven't seen this. Will soon, of course. Honky Tonk Man, starring Clint Eastwood and Kyle Eastwood, directed by Clint Eastwood. It's about a honky tonk man. Haven't seen it. It's supposed to be pretty good for 80s Clint Eastwood. A Renaissance man, 80s Clint Eastwood. Taking a break from Dirty Harry and Firefox and Tightrope. And yeah. This is an all-time favorite of mine. I will be getting this on Blu-ray because I need to see it on Blu-ray. Laserdisc doesn't do it justice. Hunter of October, brilliant film. My favorite Tom Clancy film. I can watch this any day of the week. Just brilliant. Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, James Earl Jones. Directed by John McTiernan, who directed Die Hard and Predator and that's it. Brilliant film. Beautiful gatefold. I mean, look at that. That's. Here's one I reviewed. I still have. I'm dancing as fast as I can. I still have this. I don't know why. It was a rental disc. I think I paid 99 cents for it. This is one I will never buy on Blu-ray. I will never buy on DVD because this is the perfect way of watching it. Fuck yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Love this on Laserdisc. Here's one I haven't seen. The Island. not even a Laserdisc. It's a CD video. Michael Caine, David Warner, written by the guy who did Jaws, directed by Michael Ritchie, produced by the producers of Jaws. What can go wrong? Do you remember it? That's what could go wrong. No, I'm not going to do Laserdisc Memories anymore. Another one. Should only be seen on Laserdisc. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Lethal Weapon 2. A perfect movie. Perfect movie. Perfect sequel. Perfect everything. It really does mean it when it says the magic is back. I mean, just... Then came Lethal Weapon 3 and 4 and Maverick. This is a little known film I was going to review for Laserdisc Memories. Never gotten around to it because I couldn't find a master on the internet. But it's a fun little film, and I believe it's on DVD. It's not on Blu-ray. It needs to be on Blu-ray. Little Big Man. I did include it on the Criterion episode. Beautiful film. If you don't know this film, check out the Criterion episode. It's my top-rated episode for Laserdisc Memories for some reason. Speaking of an episode from Laserdisc Memories, this is one that's not on the internet anymore because of copyright restrictions, because according to YouTube, I used a little bit too much of the film. I spent a little bit too much time on one particular scene, and honestly, I took it down. It's now a private video. No one in the world can see it anymore because honestly, the lead actress is a friend of mine, and so I'm sorry, Pia, for what I said. You're actually really a cool person, and I know you can take a joke, but yes, I own The Lonely Lady. This is what I want to get in widescreen. I was thinking about getting it on Blu-ray, but I have the other two on Blu-ray, and I don't want to get a duplicate of any other ones that I have on Blu-ray, so I still have Mad Max Beyond Thunderbolt Dome, which is really, I don't need it on Blu-ray. It's not my favorite Mad Max film. It's not even a Mad Max film. It's Peter Pan. Yes, I have Mars Attacks. It's fun. I saw this one when I was younger, and somehow I got a copy of it. John Huston's Moby Dick with Gregory Peck and Orson Welles, and that's it. I haven't seen it since, but it looks like that they use cartoons for the whale. This is a classic. Mosquitoes to Coast. This should be available on Blu-ray. I don't know why it's not, but it should be. Great film. Harrison Ford's best performance ever. Period. And another great film. Perfect film for Laserdisc. Perfect film. I need it on widescreen. I think I will buy the Blu-ray because I need it on Blu-ray, but I want special features. Maybe I'll wait for this special edition to come out if the Blu-ray doesn't have special features. And another one that I have, that I reviewed, I still have, because secretly I love it. Nothing But Trouble. I secretly love this film. Here's one. Alright. It's still in the shrink wrap too, but it has been played. Ocean's 11, the original with Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, Angie Dickinson, directed by some guy. Guest stars with Red Skelton. Perfect film. Perfect film. Done, and the remake is actually better though, but still, I mean, this is the original Rat Pack, so props to them on that one. This is a pretty fantastic film. Outland, starring Sean Connery, directed by Peter Hymas. He directed 2010 and a few other films. I forget which ones though, but 2010 and Outland are his two big ones. It's a thinker's film. It's a science fiction film that's also a western, taking place on Io, moon off of Jupiter. It's pretty damn good. Sean Connery's best performance. Check it out. Find it. It's available on Blu-ray, so pick it up. This is an underrated film by Clint Eastwood with Kevin Costner and Laura Dern. Perfect World. It's a perfect film. It was Clint Eastwood's follow-up to Unforgiven. And if you thought Clint Eastwood topped his game with Unforgiven, you haven't seen this film. I mean, this is fantastic. Why not? You need this in a Laserdisc collection. This is mandatory. Now, this one I have on DVD, and the sound is much better on DVD. But I just keep this around for collector's sake because I'm a Queen fan. This is the first video collection, Queen Greatest Flicks. Now, this is the best documentary on Queen. It's 3 hours long, and it goes all the way up to A Kind of Magic, and more informative than any other documentary that you will see. Shame that it's not available anymore, anywhere. Here's one that was on DVD but then pulled, and it's the best Bill Murray movie ever made, Quick Change, with Gina Davis, Randy Quaid, Jason Robards, co-directed by Bill Murray, co-produced by Bill Murray. This is Bill Murray at his to a T. I mean, this is his vision. This is his film. This is him saying, fuck Ghostbusters 2, this is my movie. And this is available on DVD. I should get it on DVD. But, I mean, Reversal of Fortune is a perfect crime movie. Just a perfect movie. Jeremy Irons. Did he win the Academy Award for this? Yes, he did. He did win the Academy Award for this performance. Spot on performance too. Glenn Close is perfect for it. Ron Silver as Alan Dershowitz. Spot on performance. Direction is perfect by Barbet Schroeder, who's never done. It's produced by Oliver Stone. God damn it! I mean, this is an unheard classic, and it really needs to have enough more love to it. It's a perfect film. Perfect film. The Rocketeer. Fun film. Should only be seen on Laserdisc. This one I've only seen once. My dad bought it for me for a birthday party. Never saw it again. Directed by Wes Craven. Serpent in the Rainbow. Has Bill Pullman in it. So there's and Paul Winfield. So there's pluses there. But I mean, it's a B horror film. This is the worst environmental movie ever made. Really is. The special effects are really great. Directed by Douglas Trumbull, who did the special effects for Star Trek The Motion Picture. Blade Runner 2001. Takes place in 2008. So we're a little behind the times on this one. However, this is a fantastic science fiction film. Slaughterhouse-Five. Directed by George Roy Hill. Based upon the novel by Kurt Vonnegut. And Kurt Vonnegut actually said this adaptation was the best adaptation that he's ever seen of any of his works, which is pretty spectacular. Honestly, 70s sci-fi works better on Laserdisc anyway. It makes it more fun, just like Soylent Green right here. Charlton Heston and Edward G. Robertson in his last film. Joseph Cotton's in this. Wow. Directed by Richard Fleischer. Brock Peters. I mean, this is pretty kick-ass right here. And this one takes place in 2022, so this could actually still happen. And of course, since we are at Soylent Green, which means that since we're going in alphabetical order, we're going to get into the quintessential Laserdiscs that every Laserdisc collector should have. The original cuts of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And these still work. And I still watch these more than I do on the Blu-rays. Here's another $2 find. The Stepford Wives. Classic. It has an AOL email address on it, so this was definitely during that time. Yeah, but this is widescreen edition. Only edition of this movie on Laserdisc. Great transfer too, and it's still a kick-ass movie, I feel. Straw Dogs. It was the uncut version, widescreen. I bought this before the remake came out, so, and it's a pretty damn good movie. I'm glad that I picked it up. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 with Robert Shaw and Walter Matthau, Hector Elizondo. Great film. Great fucking film. One of the chapter stops is titled Side 2, Chapter 16, There's Nobody Driving the Fucking Train. I've been meaning to see this movie. Haven't yet. Someone paid $10 for this. I don't think I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray. This one I never really got into. Tommy Crown Affair, Stephen Queen, Faye Dunaway. Directed by Norman Jewison. The Time Machine. Fucking brilliant film. Cheesy as hell. Costumes horrible. Directed by George Pell. Sebastian Cabot's in it. I mean, it's pretty spot on. Cheesy. Speaking of cheese, yes, I have this. Jack Nicholson sings. This is pretty cool. I mean, I watched this a couple days ago, and it's still pretty holds up pretty well. Total Recall, and it's in full frame, but it's okay. There's no panning and scanning. It was shot in open matte, so you're not losing much in the transfer here. It sounds perfect. And it's a fun film. This one's not a fun film. This one's cringeworthy. I should have done an episode of this one, but I didn't. The Two Jakes, starring Jack Nicholson, the sequel to Chinatown. Directed by Jack Nicholson. It hurts. It really hurts. This is one I was going to do a review on, but number one, I couldn't think of anything to talk about it on because it's such a fascinating film to watch because it's such a train wreck. But I haven't. Wired, the movie about John Belushi. That pretty much killed Michael Chiklis' career for about 5 years. It's pretty bad, but I couldn't find anything to do an episode on, so I don't know why I have this. I don't. Another one. I don't know why I have this. I think I bought this for like $2. I bought this one. The Yum Yum Girls. Here's another $2 find that I got. And actually, I really, really wanted this on Laserdisc because it's the only way to watch it. And I watched it recently. And Zardoz. What can I say? So yeah, that's my Laserdisc collection. Quite a lot. I have some that I really want still, so I mean, I'm not done collecting Laserdiscs because there's still some movies that I do want to own on Laserdisc. Some movies that come to mind are A View to a Kill, the last Roger Moore James Bond film, horrible film. Supergirl, Superman 3, Superman 4. Those are all off the top of my... Oh, Staying Alive, Saturday Night Fever, Urban Cowboy, John Travolta trilogy. I mean, I don't go on eBay that much anymore and look for movies on Laserdisc because, I mean, it's too easy that way. I like to go to stores and thrift stores and antique stores and Amoeba and just browse and see what I can find because that's more fun that way. So, I mean, will I stop buying Laserdiscs? Maybe. I don't know yet. But right now I haven't bought a Laserdisc for about 4 years. It's just a fun format to collect. So we'll see what happens in the next 4 years. We have Little Magdalene that's coming up. And so that will be something for you to look forward to. We have a Kickstarter I'm sorry, an Indiegogo page, which we have a link right there for you to check out. And of course, I'm sure you saw little links over there and over here and over there already for the donation. So please donate. And again, thank you so much.